Hey guys, how's it going? So I'm going to talk about why Wally West will not be in the CW's Flash TV show. However, if I end up being wrong, that's fine, but just logically, it doesn't work. So first and foremost, let's get into the main factor here. Age. Wally West in the show probably be a main character when he's introduced, just like Roy Harper was added as a main character into Arrow. Now, Roy was old enough that you could have a dramatic subplot, a romantic subplot, because he was added around like 16, 17, 18 years old. If Wally was introduced into the show, he would be 6 or 7. The reason being is because he's the nephew of Iris West, and Iris is in her early to mid-20s as of right now. Joe also has no other kids, which he would have to have for that kid to have the last name West. Because, let's say Iris's mother left Joe, because they haven't really talked about her. So let's say she left Joe, right? Well, if she were to leave Joe and get remarried and have a kid, or just leave Joe and have a kid in general, most likely the kid would not have the last name West due to the fact that he has nothing to do with Joe whatsoever. So, and then that kid would have to have a kid. And honestly, that kid just wouldn't be old enough to be a teenage speedster such as Kid Flash. The other thing is that also you'd have to recreate the accident that gave Barry Allen his abilities. Now, I'm not going to spoil anything, but it's highly unlikely that Harrison Wells will be on this show for another season. And due to that, we most likely will not get another particle accelerator, because it was really only out of the brilliance of Harrison Wells that we got the first particle accelerator in the first place. And we know for a fact that he did things in a very particular fashion to purposely give Barry Allen his abilities. So to do that again, but for another character, would be extremely unlikely, and it just seems like it would be a massive hassle on the show to do, because you basically have to do a whole storyline just to give Wally his powers. Another thing is also a lot of things about Wally, such as his love interest is Linda Park, due to the fact that his connection with the Speed Force wasn't always as good as Barry's connection to the Speed Force. He had certain issues and flaws with his powers, such as he had to eat constantly, or else, he'd have problems, or, his vibrating wasn't perfect, things like that. That has been incorporated already into Barry's character, so really if you introduce Wally, you've kind of already stripped certain things away from him that makes him different from Barry, and it would just make him seem like a carbon copy of Barry, especially because also Wally is a science prodigy in the pre-New 52. He's not like that in the New 52, but in the pre-New 52 he's a science prodigy, and honestly between Cisco, Barry, and Caitlin, you already have the different areas of science covered, so he wouldn't add anything to the show in the same way that Felicity added something to the team of Arrow. So those are the main reasons why we probably won't get Wally West on the Flash TV show. It's just, honestly, logically, it makes no sense. And you might be like, oh, time travel this, time travel that. And even though... Alright, so here's the thing about time travel. And I'm making actually a time travel timeline video as of right now as we speak. But the farthest back they're going is Nora Allen's death. When Nora Allen died, Barry, Iris, all of them were already born. So that wouldn't affect anything before then. It would only affect stuff that happened after, due to the nature of the Flash TV show's timeline, which is linear in the same way that X-Men Days of Future Past's timeline is linear. So this isn't like Flashpoint, where you're just branching off different alternate universes when you time travel. That's not how the Flash TV show works, as I've learned when I was researching for my timeline video. Now, also, speaking of time travel, most likely the character we'll get to fill that teenager sidekick partner void of a speedster, it will be Bart Allen. Now, this will be positive on the show for a few reasons. First and foremost, you haven't introduced character qualities of Bart Allen already into Barry or people around him. So, romantic interest-wise, drama, you can do a fresh slate with that. Also, Bart Allen would be really easy to do with a fish out of water kind of character because he's from the future. So that'd be pretty cool. He'll definitely be old enough because he's from the future, so presumably he'd be at least like 15, 16 if he's time traveling, which would be pretty cool. And as a descendant of Barry and Iris, especially Barry, he'll already have super speed. So there you go. You don't have to explain how he got his powers really, besides the fact that he's a descendant of Barry. And even more so, you don't have to show him getting his powers because genetically he has them in his DNA. So that's why I think we will not get Wally West on the show. And if they introduce a teen speedster next season, we'll get Bart Allen. So comment below your guys' thoughts. Did I change your mind? I was pretty confident that 8 out of 10 people would change their mind after listening to this. So let me know if I helped you guys change your mind whatsoever. If not, it's okay. I just hope you guys all have a good day, and I'll see you guys later. Oh, hey. I hope you guys enjoyed what you just saw. I don't know what exactly you just saw, but I hope you guys enjoy it. And if you really did like it, go check out our other stuff. You know, we have social media, Facebook, Twitter. The link should be somewhere here. Also, we have other channels too. We have our movie video game channel. We have our music channel. Obviously, our comic book channel too, because we know we do all that entertainment awesomeness. We also have a website. Go to our website, hybridnetworkyt.com. And check out our other videos. That's all I really have to say. It's Josh, and I hope you guys enjoyed what you watched.